And we are back, guys, for another episode of Around the Minors.
Hey, we got another follower.
So, how are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, actually. I don't think the bright and left don't see nothing.
Wait, there's a blind ref here? Wait,
I
where?
think so.
I don't see him.
But yeah, we do have the blind ref here tonight because there's been a lot of blown calls across all leagues tonight. Some interesting calls, I should say.
What call?
Yes, I said what call? Especially Friday night. What? One penalty all night on the Prowler game?
I got a
One.
stick.
One penalty. One freaking penalty. That's unusual for especially the Prowlers where they bombard them all night long with penalties.
Yeah. Yes, we'll admit our team draws a lot of penalties.
But it's like to get none in a game and only one against Watertown. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Are the refs doing okay? So talking about that, there was another brawl like we were talking about last night in Main Street Prowlers. Technically three technically this weekend between Watertown and Port Huron. And they happened in Saturday and Sunday's game.
Yep.
Yep.
What are you guys' thoughts on those?
Pretty wild and crazy, honestly.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They a lot of stuff that should have been called didn't get called. Frustrating both teams.
I'm trying.
Because like I said, I agree on a lot of the penalties we did get
there it
over the
is.
weekend finally, but
That's just
that ain't all of them, Rob. That's still not Twitch.
Yeah.
It takes a few seconds for Twitch to
right.
go through.
Casey Showell.
And Twitch did just finally message
Exactly. That's. Oh my god. You can say that again.
And that's what we mean. For what? The game was over. They won. Just let the players celebrate with their fans.
Right. And it's just something that could have cost not just Divine's season, but could have also injured the player who he attacked.
Right.
And it's just something that needs to be brought up to the league. It's something that needs to be taken care of now. And it's at this point I don't see anything that's going to be taken care of, and that's sad. And
Yeah. Because when we look today, there's still nothing on the board.
Nope.
so it's
The only two that was on there was Carolina for placed on leave or something.
and that's depressing too. Because if it was any other league, they would have been suspended for 10, 12 games already that night.
Yeah.
And I'm scared for the likelihood of all players now. And not just Port Hurons. I'm scared for anybody in this league now. Because they're knowing they can get away with anything now.
Well, I kind of agree with Chase McFarland when we were talking to him. I kind of agree with what he's saying. They're not going to give, and Mike Grimmett said the same thing, they're not going to give a lot of high penalties and suspensions this time of the year because they want the teams to have their full team for the playoffs, if possible. Which, still, if you draw the penalty, you should get what you're supposed to get out of it.
Yeah.
Got another comment.
And, yeah, that's the thing, too, is they suspended Krupp for last. And as well as Nick Williams.
Yep.
Yep.
One of our, I know we got two Williams. I get them mixed up.
Nick Williams is.
Is he the one that got suspended for his comment on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick Williams got it for a social media comment.
Abused. What was it?
Use of social media.
Social media rules.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just what are we doing here if we're not gonna make the same rules eligible for all players?
Right.
And it's that's something that seriously needs to be done now.
What's that say next to the last? OBJ? What's that?
Some kind of
Logo.
yeah. It's but the good news though is that Delaware actually won this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
And won another game.
So that we're on the up and up on that part.
And whoever the comedian is that thinks Delaware isn't last place because Mississippi comes in, those teams don't count. Because that'd be the same thing if the rumor has it that Elmira and Motor City's coming in next year, that pushes them into last place. No, this is the season. It's not. None of those teams played in this season, so they don't count. Delaware's in last place.
It's as excited as I am for them to come in. That's nothing that's going to happen now, at all.
What's that?
That's nothing that's going to happen now.
Right.
So, with that being said, though, is there any more comments that you guys want to make before we actually get in?
Got one more.
Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And that's one of the players that sadly, no matter what he does,
Yep.
he's always going to get suspended because he's always
Messenger video.
has his target on the back
Dang it.
because he sticks up for his team,
Right. Yep.
which is sad because you need a player like that on your team and not fear that he's going to be suspended for literally anything, even just
Right.
stepping out on the ice.
Well, it's like with any player that that draws penalties or defends their team. They're always a high target, because the refs are watching for them to do something wrong. They really are.
All right. And I know I'm just grunting a lot, but it's just so frustrating to me that nothing's equal. But there's nothing that I can do about it, right? Well, let's get into the games of the PHL this weekend, though. Which is kind of weird because we had 2 games on Wednesday this weekend. With Columbus beating Watertown on. Oh, that was Sunday of last week. Sorry, guys. Wednesday, Watertown beat Danbury 7-4. And then Columbus beat Carolina 4-1. So we had kind of high scoring games on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Going into Friday, though, Danbury beat Delaware 6-2. Watertown beat Port Huron 5-3, and then Binghamton beat Carolina 5-2. I'm not even gonna comment on that one because that's kind of.
We'll stay out of that subject.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have my own personal reason why I'm gonna stay out of that one too, because never mind.
Yeah.
And then going into Saturday though, Carolina beat Binghamton 8-3. Port Huron beat Watertown 3-1, and Delaware beat Columbus 3-2. And I believe on Sunday this game went into overtime too. No, it didn't. But Sunday, Delaware lost to Columbus 3-2. Port Huron lost to Watertown 6-4, and then Binghamton beat Carolina 5-4. So again, a lot of high-scoring games throughout the week. But that's what really interesting about this league is that there's no shortage of goals.
No.
So, no shortage of penalties either, and that's exactly why we have the blind ref. But going on the standings, though, Watertown in first, Columbus in second, Danbury in third, Binghamton in fourth, Caroline in fifth, and Port Huron in sixth, and they have all clinched their spots into the playoffs this year, while Delaware has been mathematically eliminated in seventh.
Seriously, there's no monkey on here? Oh.
Why are you looking for a monkey?
I'm glad I can't see.
I mean, there was a retro gaming that said "Hi, Daddy" on here too. So,
Yeah, and then Bobby told him to go home.
yeah. So,
Did they tell him that swamp rabbits suck?
I don't think they've started that chant yet.
but with that though too, I do want to make this announcement. As you can see, our banner has changed for this week. We are going strictly over to Twitch starting next week.
Yep.
Oh, we got a comment.
No, the FPHL, with how they work, they are primarily played on weekends just because most of their money comes from weekend travelers. And with being single A, they need all the money they can get.
Yeah.
So they take advantage of...
People being home on the weekend.
Yep.
Our game 1 in April will be on Monday night.
So, Elmira is confirmed to come back. Motor City right now is just a high rumor.
Yeah.
So we...
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. Rumor has it. You know, we would really be happy if they did because that would be a
10 teams.
shorter distance for us to travel to for a team and probably a great rival.
Exactly.
You know, and it'd be definitely a couple road trips in there for us.
Yepper.
And especially if the rumor is correct, the owner that bought the rights to this team is a former NHL player. So that you know that's going to be run right.
Is that
Yeah.
you?
Shit, I wish. It would be nice, but expect the announcement probably closer to summertime
Yeah.
on that one because, like we said, we can't guarantee anything right now
No.
on that situation.
No. Same thing on the Elmira. It's a high guarantee. They're supposed to be announcing any day now, from what we heard.
Right.
Plus, they were supposed to talk about bringing them in the league early in January, but
That wouldn't
would've
have
hurt.
worked. That would not have
Yeah,
worked.
that would have hurt everything, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what upset a lot of people.
Well, like I said, in my opinion,
What's up, Jay?
Jay.
my opinion, it wouldn't have worked because of the fact that how would you, since we go by win percentage, if they won all their games once they came in, that would push them way up in the league. You
Right.
know,
Yeah,
if you
Jay
have
Group.
last place the game.
But yeah, Jake Group's in.
Yeah.
So, I know you probably can't comment, Jay, but what are your thoughts on, especially Mississippi coming into the league this year? Next year, I should say. And then possible expansions, if you can comment on anything. That'd be...
Out. We're at 20 viewers now. Oh, and in the fight, grilled cheese sandwich.
Thunder chickens.
Mississippi is coming.
And that's one thing too is we heard that they're trying to expand the southern market. That is, which is great because Caroline and Columbus have, and yeah, that's, you just said that well. They're going to pack that barn good for the league. It's definitely going to show off the best of what's going to happen
Yeah.
The league is definitely trying to expand the southern footprint right now because Carolina and Columbus might be closer to each other, but they still have this long distance between each other.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't doubt if they start getting into more southern markets that are in between.
Yep.
Especially since this league is becoming more prevalent, and it's rumored that, and I guess a rumor, Macon might need a change of scenery. So there's another possible team that could possibly come in.
Plus with the new camera areas that were the game replays for next season.
Yes, the FPHL is bringing in video review for next year. They are yet to be confirmed on exactly how they're going to do it because they're still working out the kinks on that.
So.
And yeah, we definitely can't wait for you to come up. Going to be exciting series, Jay, and hopefully you enjoy.
Yeah.
Don't pick us for the first round.
So back to the subject that we were talking about our banner.
Yep. So yeah, we are definitely going to Twitch starting next week. All replays will be on YouTube and Facebook the day after.
Right.
But
It is.
if you want to comment, comment on us live, talk to us live. We will be strictly on Twitch. Definitely support us over there because we want to bring more great content to you guys.
Yep.
And we want to bring on more people like J. Crew. So,
Yep.
Plus on Twitch, you can do more interacting with fans.
Exactly. So, but with that though, going into the SPHL though, because we talked a little bit too long about FPHL. Going into that though, so that's actually good. Actually brought up.
They should put on the foil and trade for the Hansons.
I mean, we did just see the Hansons at Prowler's game, so might as well, right?
Yeah.
Going on SPHL though, Roanoke beat Huntsville 4-2. Macon beat Vermilion County 5-0. Knoxville beat Birmingham 4-3. Fayetteville beat Pensacola 4-2. And then Peoria beat Evansville 5-2. And all those were on Friday night. We've covered that before in this series as well as the Main Street Prowlers. And that we have our own specific reasons on why that should never happen.
Yeah. We can say a couple things real quick on that. Mostly because we have a few arenas that are really small that don't have a high attendance that would probably be gone. And they're great teams, they're great rivals, and I'd hate to see that happen.
Right.
Because in the SPHL, you're going to have a higher revenue. You really are coming in. And it just, I can't see it. I can't see it happening.
And especially the minimum, right now for capacity for SPHL, I believe, is 2,300. So that'd take out a few arenas automatically.
Right.
Actually,
So-
including us.
Which, as of right now, these arenas that have under 2,300 are still surviving.
Right.
Holy crap.
So,
It still would be really hard for certain ones.
That's spam.
yep.
That's Facebook. I don't know how to.
How you gonna do? Where's the mouse over here?
One second, guys.
I got it. Did
Yeah.
it come off?
Yeah, I don't think it'll come off here, but it came off for everyone else. Sorry about that, guys.
Holy crap!
It was just updating because we delayed it. So,
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I found it because I'm a moderator.
anyways, guys,
Yep, there it goes.
we'll get more into the SPHL and the rest of the leagues right after these messages. Remember to go over to our Twitch and not subscribe to us, yes, but follow us, and then definitely watch us over there as well. So we'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're gonna give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories, and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's me. Hey, wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy, just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Houndwoods Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.
Somebody made a boo-boo on they really put Cody Rhodes name with a name. Hey, could that be worth money?
Yeah.
By the way, guys, since the mic is live, we don't condone wrestling on this one.
Oh.
We're not about wrestling since we are actually technically back live, dude. Side comment: wrestling. I shouldn't say that we don't condone it. I'm just saying this isn't
It's hockey, not wrestling.
yeah.
I thought we were still off.
But welcome back, guys. Going
And the blind roach decided he wanted to go home for dinner.
yes, which we all want to do really quickly, right?
Yes.
Dinner.
Dinner. What's dinner?
Chicken legs.
Chili dogs tonight.
Oh God. Now I want to go to Coney Island again.
I'm making homemade. Homemade chili dogs.
What kind of chili do you use, though?
I make my chili just like Ted's does.
Okay.
I know how to make it.
I know the North End Ted's just uses it straight out of the can.
They add something to it though,
Yeah.
and I know what they add to it.
I personally don't like Ted's coney sauce, but that's just me. I grew up on Mama Vicky's, so that's my
Yeah.
problem.
Oh, I like Mama Vicky's too.
Yeah.
But they put the same ingredient, but just not as much
Right.
in it.
But anyways, going into this, so say goodbye to Blind Rev. He might not be back for a couple weeks. We're hoping for the rest of the season, but you know. But yeah, going to Saturday's games for the SPHL, Vermilion County actually won a game too.
Yeah.
Again, so they're on the up and up as well. They beat Macon 3-2. Excuse me. And then Roanoke beat Huntsville 3-1. Knoxville beat Binghamton 6-4. Pensacola beat Fayetteville 3-0. And then Peoria beat Quad City 3-2 in overtime. And then going into Sunday night's games, Peoria beat Quad City 9-4. Fayetteville beat Pensacola 3-1. And that was it for this weekend's games. But congratulations to Vermilion Colony. Hopefully this starts picking up, and then you can actually start getting the momentum you need for next season.
Yeah.
And that's especially what you need too. Is that you might not be doing the best during the season, but you need to end off strong.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. I'll tell her. Yeah. Yeah, today's my sister's birthday.
So definitely happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Now we're no longer the same age.
Until next year.
Yep.
So in the SPHL, the FPHL is 6 teams for the playoffs, and then SPHL is 8 teams for the playoffs. The SPHL, they get to choose whoever they want in the first round as well, just like the FPHL is choosing to do this year.
Yep. I got a feeling it's going to be the new policy, a new way. Even though I think it's stupid and sucks.
And thank God they're not blocked on your screen now. But it's going to be interesting, and especially with the SPHL having a full first round. So we'll see how it goes, because they did it during the 2019 playoff season. See how it goes this year as well. So in first, Knoxville took over first place with 82 points. In second is Huntsville with 80. Peoria is in third with 79. Fayetteville in fourth with 74. Quad City in fifth with 67. Peoria in sixth with 60. Evansville in seventh with 53. And Roanoke in eighth with 51. And all of those spots have clinched their spots in the playoffs. So the playoffs is set now.
Right.
Birmingham is in ninth though with 36 points. Macon in 10th with 23. And Vermilion County in 11th with 15. So congrats to the teams that have made the playoffs. It's definitely going to be a heated year this year, especially with the rivalries just fully getting back into the swing of everything.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah? Wow, what?
Mobile won the oil gas, the oil place north and closed.
No, they just remodeled.
Oh, remodeled?
And then they switched names. So technically, yes. Technically, did close and change names. So, it's now like Valvoline or something like that. No, the same owners though. Going into the ECHL though, if I can ever get back to the. So on Tuesday, Reading beat Rochester 63. Cincinnati beat Kalamazoo 4-0. Indy beat Wheeling 4-1. Newfoundland beat Adirondack 7-3. Reading beat Worcester 3-2. The Swamp Rabbits beat the Trio Rivers Lions.
They lost 4-1 Friday, and they won in a shootout on Sunday.
They won on Wednesday too, 2-1.
Yeah.
Fort Wayne beat Iowa 4-2. Tulsa beat Utah 4-2. The Swamp Rabbits are getting a lot of hate over on Twitch, guys. Idaho beat Wichita 7-4. On Thursday, Orlando beat Florida 4-3 in overtime. On Friday, Fort Wayne beat Indy 5-2. Jacksonville beat Florida 3-2. Orlando beat the Swamp Rabbits 4-1. Worcester beat Adirondack 5-1. Hi Jamie, how are you doing? We're doing good over here.
You smell like I thought you say you smell like the Rockets cooking.
Wow. Oh wow. Bobby's dad. Swamp Rabbits. So yeah, Jamie, I don't know if you just made it in, but we are heading over to Twitch as well, just strictly on Twitch as well. So if you want to go over there and follow us over there.
Yep. This will be our last week, other than
Come on,
reposting the videos on Facebook and YouTube.
Right. But Norfolk beat Reading 3-2. South Carolina beat Trio Rivers 3-0. Wheeling beat Kalamazoo 4-1. Sorry. And then Allen beat Toledo 4-3. Awesome, thank you, Jamie. Newfoundland beat Maine 4-3. Iowa beat Cincinnati 5-0. Atlanta beat Rapid City 4-3 in the shootout. Tulsa beat Utah 6-5. Idaho beat Wichita 32 in overtime. Norfolk beat Reading 5-3 on Saturday. 9-4 Maine win over Newfoundland. Trio Rivers beat South Carolina 5-2. Florida beat Jacksonville 3-1. Worcester beat Adirondack 3-2 in overtime. Indy beat Wheeling 5-4 in overtime. Toledo beat Allen 6-5 in overtime. What's with all these overtimes? And I know this specific game on Saturday for Toledo got them to clinch their playoff spot too.
They had 5 overtimes on Saturday?
Something like that, yeah. Holy shit. Fort Wayne beat Kalamazoo 5-4 in overtime. Cincinnati beat Iowa 4-2. Thank God they broke that streak. Rapid City beat Atlanta 5-1. Utah beat Tulsa in a low-scoring game 1-0. Idaho beat Wichita 9-1. The Swamp Rabbits beat Orlando 4-3 in the shootout on Sunday, and then also on Sunday, Maine beat Newfoundland 6-4. Reading beat Worcester 4-1. South Carolina beat Trio Rivers 5-4 in overtime. Kalamazoo beat Indy 5-2. Fort Wayne beat Wheeling 7-3. Toledo beat Allen 4-2. And then for the final game of the week, thank God, Atlanta beat Rapid City 3-2 in overtime. Because, George, I just hate those Swamp Rabbits.
Yeah,
Just like you keep on saying.
They only got, I think, 10 more games. And I think their last game is April 17th.
Something like that, yeah.
I can see Rob over there going for a road trip to watch him play.
Hey, if I could, I would.
You know what, George? I'm going to jump through the screen and call you a Swamp Rabbit.
Honestly, I thought I said you smell what the Rock is cooking.
All right, standings.
In the North Division, Reading is in first with 82 points. Newfoundland in second with 75. Worcester in third with 64. Maine in fourth with 62. And fifth is Trio Rivers with 57. And Adirondack in sixth with 53. Atlanta in first in the South Division with 84 points. Florida in second with 80 points. Jacksonville in third with 75. Orlando in fourth with 67. The Swamp Rabbits with 63 points in fifth. And sixth in Norfolk was 49. And South Carolina with 50 points in seventh. Down with the Swamp Rabbits. And then as of right now, Toledo is the only team in the ECHL that's claimed their playoff spot so far.
So everybody's in a close race then, huh?
Yeah. Toledo is in first, though, in the Central, clinching their playoff spot with 87 points. Fort Wayne in second with 77. Cincinnati with 69. And third, Wheeling in fourth with 67 points. Kalamazoo in fifth with 65 points. And sixth is Iowa with 62 points. And then in seventh is Indy with 59. And then the Mountain Division. Utah in first with 77. Rapid City in second with 74. And third is Idaho with 71. And fourth is Allen with 64. And fifth is Tulsa with 67. Kansas City with 63 points is in sixth. And in seventh is the Wichita Thunder with 57 points. And then we are officially done with the ECHL for tonight's episode.
Okay.
So what do you think about the shaping up of the ECHL so far, though?
Looking good, actually.
Yep.
At least those Swamp Rabbits aren't in.
We don't want to smell them for dinner.
Actually, I might boil one up for rabbits too.
Oh, okay. That's some good ideas. Let's get into that.
So now the stand-ins for the
AHL,
AHL.
yeah. As of right now, there's only two teams in the AHL that have clinched their spot into the playoffs, and that's Stockton and Ontario, both in the Pacific. So it's still another heated battle in the AHL as well. But on the Atlantic, though, in first is Springfield with 75 points. In second is Providence with 69. Charlotte is in third with 74. And fourth is Hartford with 65. And fifth is Hershey with 69. And sixth is Binghamton with 64. And seventh is Wilkes-Barre Scranton with 64. And then Lee Valley is in eighth with 55. Retro? I don't think you want to admit to that one.
Well, we know who Retro Gaming is because he just said, put his name in there.
True. Oh, wow.
I smell the carrots.
Swamp Rabbits don't smell like carrots. They don't eat carrots.
They eat meat.
1 second, guys. Hey, can you call me back in like 10 minutes? We're almost done with the episode. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Sorry about that, guys.
Important phone call.
Yeah. We just got done with the Atlantic, right?
Yep.
Okay. So North Division. In first is Utica with 83 points. In second is Laval with 64 points. In third is Toronto with 64. And fourth is Syracuse with 68. Fifth is Bellevue with 63. And sixth is Rochester with 68. And seventh is Cleveland with 58. The Central Division. Chicago is in first with 88. And second is Manitoba with 72. And third is Milwaukee with 70. And fourth is Rockford with 61. And fifth is Texas with 59. And sixth is Grand Rapids with 62. And then seventh is Iowa with 56. And that's kind of disappointing about the Griffins, right?
Yeah, they're not making us this year.
All right. No. No. And the Pacific Division, though. Stockton in first with clinching their spot, 83. And second is Ontario clinching their spot in the playoffs, 77. And third is Colorado with 71. And fourth is Bakersfield with 66. And fifth is Abbotsford with 65 and fifth. And sixth is San Diego with 55. And seventh is Hendricks with 54. And eighth is Tucson with 45. And San Jose is in ninth with 44.
So that kind of wraps up the leagues for this week.
Yeah. And I'm out of breath.
Streamless.
Quickest way to scare people off, right? But remember, we are heading over to Twitch starting next week. And remember, Main Street Prowlers, search us up on Twitch, follow us, and definitely go over to MainStreetBlueWater.com for any old episodes as well as merch.
Yep.
So, any final comments before we leave today?
Down with the rabbits.
Rabbit soup.
What rabbits?
Well, somebody did ask where are we going to put in the pot.
No.
But we'll see everybody next week. Are we doing one next week at all, or? Because I know we don't have prowlers next week.
So we will do an Around the Minors if you guys want to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Awesome. So we will be on Around the Minors for next week.
All right. See you next week, everybody.
See y'all later.
Hey guys, it's Crystal from the Port Huron Prowlers. Back to you from behind the scenes. I'm with Mitz today, and Mitz and I are here to give you guys some examples of things the guys would like on the bus trip. Mitz, do you think the guys would like granola bars? What about fruit and vegetables? Okay, not vegetables, but how about fruit? Cases of water? What about some Powerade and Gatorade? Well, there you have it. Some true facts of what Mitz thinks our boys should have on the road trips. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Well, not really. I got the beat. Oh, Elite Wrestling tomorrow, guys. If you're on wrestling. I can't believe I let myself get caught. That one was good.
Hey there, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
You might remember One Love Weekly used to be called One News Weekly. Well, that was season 1, and now we're coming into season 2. We've changed up the format, and we're bringing the news to you in a more personal issue. We're going to give you more real-life situations to react to these news stories and how you can love thy neighbor more. And I'm excited to bring on my co-host and correspondent, Kelly.
That's wherever you're listening to, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform suits your fancy. Just make sure that you give us a subscribe and a follow and a share and whatever else you want to do. Make sure that you tell your friends about us.
And I hope you enjoy for the future episodes.
Hey, this is James Woolman here from Great Lakes Gaming. Are you looking for an excuse to get out of the house? Well, if so, we're your excuse. We have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering games all week long. We run leagues, and we're also open 7 days a week. Every Thursday, we are running disc golf leagues at Hollywood Middle School from 5 to 7, all through the spring and summer. Recently, we have become part of the WPN network of Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be starting trivia on Tuesdays, and we run a Super Smash tournament the first Saturday of every month. So that should be plenty of reasons for you to get out of the house.